Halloween, whether you're listening to it right now or you're listening to it 10 years from now, Halloween is always right around the corner. And so my question is we all know about the staples, right? Everybody should watch Halloween around Halloween or Trick or Treat around Halloween or et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But on your podcast, you talk about a lot of good movies that maybe you haven't thought about. What should everybody be watching, and why is it Lady in White?
Well, Lady in White's fantastic. First, that is, I have to talk to the director. I'm actually Facebook friends with him.
Are you really?
But he's living in Italy now. But I want to talk to him about that movie because I think Roger Ebert got it right on that one, which is that it is so clumsily perfect. Mm-hmm. In other words, it is so many different movies all kind of falling over each other. There's this slice of life, coming of age story. There's this ghost story. There's this look at the darkness of our town, basically a Horton Wilder's Our Town done dark. There's like a serial killer kind of aspect to it. There's this father-son bond. There are all these different movies that are together, and it's filled with weird comedy. There's like slapstick comedy at certain points. And then there's moments that feel so true in that film. It is idiosyncratic. It is weirdly beautiful. It is pure passion from a director who was just trying to hit it out of the park. Whatever it was in his heart. He needed to get it out in that one movie. And so you have great acting in that. You have these weird set pieces. The whole thing in the closet with the kid being strangled is amazing. The way that the narration works inside of that film. Normally narration drives me crazy. It's that you didn't write the story well enough. But that is a story or a character itself. The way that he talks about his narration. Why didn't I tell her that I loved her when he thinks he's dying? All this crazy children's stuff that's happening in that movie. And it feels epic in its own way. When I saw that movie, it felt like it could have been made in the 50s. It felt like it could have been made in the 2000s. It felt strangely timeless. And yet it's terribly dated, right? I mean, it talks about things that probably don't happen anymore, like elementary school Halloween parties, with the teacher, playing music and stuff. And yet that moment with the 5 and dime stores with the baby alligators in the window and stuff, none of that exists anymore. And yet you can feel that. You can feel that even if you never had that in your life and you wish you had that. It's such an amazing film. It's a ghost story. It's not too scary for kids, but it has a viciousness to it. When it does decide that it's going to go dark, it goes very dark. Mm-hmm. There's an assassination in there. There's a child definitely in peril. And it's really an amazing film. So I'm glad to talk about Lady in White at any given point.